Hello, welcome back to the workshop. This video we're doing loads of curved work on these sash windows, but we're starting with a little bit of a mistake. I was busy on Saturday gluing these up. I made some laminations around the sash here to make the glazing beads. I've done that double height so I can machine 2 lots of glazing bead for both windows out of this piece. But what I forgot to realise was there's no glazing bead running along this section here that I could mitre this into. What I'd planned to do was mitre all these end cuts off, but it actually runs straight into that meeting rail there. There's no bead going on there, so I've made a mistake there and now can't use this part. So first little job this morning is to replicate this rebate with a jig on the bench, glue another 1 or 2 of these up, and then we're moving on to the architraves and all the inner lining for the actual windows themselves. So there's a lining that's going to meet up to the internal plaster and a curved architrave we've got to make for around the frames. I was going to use this OSB in 3 layers to make up the former that replicates that sash. So just got a centre hole here on the trammel heads, and that'll be the outside of my former. So I need material beyond this for it to glue to. So I'm just going to build up layers and layers with this OSB, making sure that I've got plenty of material behind there to cut out a perfect circle from this pinhole here. Prepping my veneers, so I've got 9 layers. Should add up to just over 15mm when they're all glued together. Little bit I've got to make is the lining from the inside face of the window to where it sits in the brick wall. About 230mm of distance to travel, so we need a timber lining that will go from the face there all the way around the curve to the inside plasterwork of the reveal. So I'm going to make that up in a similar style to this bead here with the laminations. I think we'll get away with a little bit thicker pieces of timber and less of them. The tricky thing with it is just how tall they are. Being 230mm tall, we're going to need a fairly substantial former on the bench here to wrap them around. So just a little rethink. I'm going to try something I've not done before. Laminating this round was going to use a lot of timber and cost a lot of time and money to do it. So I quite fancy the idea of having it all in one piece. I'm going to use a piece of wood here which is 22mm tulip wood, the full width of the lining, And I've just worked out half the circumference of the circle of this window. I'm going to do a couple of cuts right in the centre of this at their measurements, and then I'm going to thin this one down to about 4mm, wrap it around the former, and then just glue some blocks in the back of it to strengthen it up, because all you really need is a really nice face on the lining, and that'll be a really nice finish because we'll have one piece of wood all the way up the sides and all the way around the curve. So as long as it doesn't snap, it should be quite a good method. I think that's the best way. Steam assistance. Promising. There you go, that'll about do us for today. Had a good day gluing everything up. I didn't expect to get both of them done, especially having found that I'd made the beadings wrong first thing this morning. So they look to be pretty dry. They can be machined in the morning and carry on with these as well. Got a couple of sills, like a window board to make for the bottoms. But as far as that top is concerned, it's turned out really well. I love the fact it's one fluid piece of wood around the inside to make a smooth curve. The second one's turned out a lot nicer around the inside of the curve because I put a lot of pressure put a lot of pressure on the ends of the board. So I've used jacking screws through some battens down on the bench. You remove that, but basically to pull the whole of that veneer around the former at the end. So there's a lot of pressure on these being pulled against the former. It's made a lovely curve around there, and everyone is touching just beautifully. So yeah, it pays to do a couple at a time sometimes and learn from your first one.